Sushi. Today it's elegant, expensive, and considered the very heart of Japanese cuisine. But did you know sushi was never meant to be luxurious? In fact, its earliest form wasn't even eaten for taste, but for survival. Long before conveyor belts and California rolls, sushi began as a simple method to preserve fish and rice, a poor fisherman's trick that slowly transformed into one of the most iconic foods on Earth. Tonight, let us travel back in time and uncover the true history of sushi, from humble preservation to global obsession. The story of sushi begins not in Tokyo's glamorous districts, but in the muddy riversides of Southeast Asia over 2,000 years ago. Fishermen faced a problem. How could they keep fish fresh without refrigeration? Their solution was fermentation. They packed fish in layers of cooked rice and salt, sealing it away for months. Over time, the rice fermented, creating lactic acid that preserved the fish. This primitive dish, known as narezushi, was sour, pungent, and far from the delicate flavors we know today. By the 8th century, this technique spread to Japan, where rice and fish were staples of life. But in these early days, people threw the rice away. They ate only the preserved fish. Sushi was not a meal, it was a survival tool. Imagine the smell, the tangy sourness, the sharp hit of preserved fish. Nothing like the sushi we love today. As centuries passed, Japanese taste evolved. By the Heian period, people began eating both the fish and the rice together. The dish was still fermented, but it became a true meal, not just a preservation trick. During the Muromachi period, 14th to 16th centuries, a new style emerged, narezushi, where fermentation time was shorter. This meant fresher flavors, less sourness, and more enjoyment. For the first time, sushi was becoming food for taste rather than necessity. Imagine a wooden box filled with rice, pressed fish, and the aroma of vinegar. Slowly, sushi was stepping onto the path that would make it a beloved dish. The true revolution came during Japan's Edo period, 1603–1868. Edo, now Tokyo, was booming with merchants, travelers, and workers. Street food thrived, and sushi found its place. One man, Hanaya Yohei, forever changed sushi in the early 19th century. Instead of months of fermentation, he created nigiri, a small ball of rice, lightly seasoned with vinegar, topped with a fresh slice of fish. Fast, simple, and eaten by hand. It was the original Japanese fast food. Imagine the bustling Edo streets, vendors shouting, steam rising, hungry workers grabbing a quick bite. Nigiri sushi was cheap, quick, and delicious. Back then, sushi wasn't elegant. It was street food, sold from stalls and eaten standing, a far cry from today's high-end restaurants. For centuries, sushi remained a Japanese specialty. But in the 20th century, the world began to take notice. After World War II, Japan opened more to the West. Tourists tried sushi and brought stories home. Japanese immigrants carried their food traditions abroad. In the 1960s, sushi landed in America, but it needed adaptation. Raw fish frightened many Americans, so chefs in Los Angeles invented the California roll, replacing raw tuna with cooked crab and avocado. It was a brilliant move. Suddenly, sushi was approachable. From there, sushi spread across Europe, the Americas, and beyond. Today, from New York to Paris to São Paulo, sushi is everywhere, a global food phenomenon. Sushi hides many secrets. Did you know sushi was originally eaten with hands, not chopsticks? Even today in Japan, it's perfectly polite to pick up nigiri with your fingers. And wasabi? It wasn't a tea just for flavor. It was used as a natural disinfectant against bacteria in raw fish. Another surprise, many sushi rolls, like the California roll, dragon roll, or Philadelphia roll, aren't Japanese at all, but American inventions. Even conveyor belt sushi, or kaiten sushi, started only in 1958. When a restaurant owner copied the idea from a beer factory assembly line. Today, there are even sushi-making robots, producing thousands of rolls a day. From ancient fermentation to futuristic robots, sushi has traveled further than anyone could imagine. Sushi is no longer just food. It is culture, identity, and art. It symbolizes Japan's elegance, discipline, and attention to detail. In anime, films, and documentaries, sushi appears as a proud national icon. Yet it also became a bridge between East and West. In America, it transformed into creative roles. In Europe, it became fine dining. In Asia, it remained a link to tradition. Sushi is more than a dish. It's a global story on a plate. From sour fermented fish wrapped in rice to luxurious platters in five-star restaurants, sushi has lived a journey of transformation. It began as survival food, became fast street food, and now stands as a global symbol of elegance. So, the next time you dip a piece of sushi into soy sauce, remember, you are tasting over 1,000 years of history. Every bite tells a story. And if you want to uncover more untold stories of food, don't forget to subscribe to Epic Food History, because the next meal on your plate may hold a secret past waiting to be revealed.